Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I want to thank you so much for being here. And I'm a little bit late, so thank you so much for waiting for me as well. And tonight, the shocking revelation of sell everything: real estate, stocks, crypto, everything except gold and silver. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have that conversation tonight, because when there's a crisis, when there's a recession, and dare I say, if there's a depression, there's only certain things that you're going to be able to hold on to. Are we going to go there? We don't know, but let me know what you think tonight. Let's talk about the financial crisis that potentially is coming up. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, everybody. And once again, thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And please smash the like button. That's so the YouTube gods know that we have members, subscribers, and everybody else around the world who might see this live stream. They know they're here. So don't forget to do that. And once again, let's talk about how many of you received the YouTube notification and received the trailer. That's what we want to know, right? I want to know that. And first up, we have Wilson Koo in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name. And in case you don't know and you're watching this, only members with the icon next to their name, members of the channel that is, can be in the chat room tonight. Everybody else can watch. And also members that have the icon, they can join me on screen if they prefer, and join me any live stream we do, and they receive special link under the community tab specifically for them. All right, he says he saw the trailer. That's one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how many more. Professor Auntie Val's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. She has the icon naturally, and aka Professor Auntie Val, and she has her tagline in tow. Good evening, fam, with the heart, with the strength. And she says, got the notification and the trailer. That's two people, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. So far, Laverne Penix also has the icon next to the name, and he says his tagline. But first, welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And his tagline is, hello, SSN Nation. I hope all is well with everyone. Let's make some money. That's right. I like to hear that all the time, because that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to manufacture money from somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. And manufacturing, I mean, either you're going to have a business, you're going to make investments, you're going to have passive income coming in from the assets that you have purchased. But there's no way that you can bury your money and leave it at the same amount, because there's an inflation coming. It's already here. And you have other things to worry about. But Laverne Penix, aka Mr. Cool, is in the house. So I want to thank you so much once again. And he says he got the notification. Could this be the record night? This is 3 so far. And Auntie Val, she has the love in the SSN Nation, saying good evening, Laverne P. and Mr. Koo. Laverne Penix says good evening, Auntie Val and Mr. Koo. And again, thank you everybody for being here. Vanessa Kama Gates in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with the icon and her tagline. Hey, boss and SSN fam. And she got the notification. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that 5 people that has gotten the notification? We're on track for a record night. So hopefully we have more people that might have received the notification and saw the trailer. All right. Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only chat. in case you're a subscriber saying, hey, I can't get in the chat room. There's a reason why. You have to become a member with the icon to get in the chat room on Wednesday nights. On Monday and Friday, everybody can be in the chat room. And Victor Morrell brought his tagline as well. He says, hello, all. Let's do this. And we're doing it. We're going to make it happen. So, of course, you guys know we're going to go over some numbers because, again, in the real estate, 176% year over year foreclosures. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. But we all know, remember, there was a pandemic, still is a pandemic. So therefore, they were doing things such as you can't foreclose on people. You can't evict people. You know, all that was going on. So they just delayed the inevitable. That's all. Delayed the inevitable while they can still increase the asset bubble, meaning the real estate asset bubble, knowing full well there was going to be millions of homes that were going to be foreclosed upon, people were going to be in default on, but they were like delaying it as long as they could to keep inventory low to make sure that you, the ordinary citizen, was going to pay more. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game out here. You guys got to understand. Once you understand that Monopoly game that came out, you're actually playing Monopoly, but you don't know it. You're paying tax every time you land on somebody's property. And guess what? Even when you own your own property, you're paying tax in the real world. That's the part of the game that they didn't include. Keep that in mind. So it's not like you can just buy a piece of property and then say, I don't have anything else to pay for. No, whether it's land, whether it's a home, whether it's anything in between, you are going to have yearly dues to pay. So thank you so much, Victor Morrell, for being here once again. Vanessa Gates says, hey, Professor Val, nothing but love. Drip Animal Farm Cryptocurrencies in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Members only chat. That's why he has the icon. And he says, good evening. Good evening to you too. Thank you so much for being here. And I did miss two things. Drip Animal Farm Cryptocurrency has ventured into the YouTube space. He has his own channel. You can check it out. It's a little different, but it's his channel. Please go check it out. And we had Wilson Koo in the house earlier on. If you need money, if you need financing, Mr. Koo can help you out. And that is a vast array of funding. I am going all the way from if you just had a lot sitting there vacant, he can help you out. If you want to start a business and you have revenues already coming in or a credit score that needs to be like in the 700s, you can get business funding. If you found property and you said, hey, Eric, you know, it's $500,000 to buy this, $150,000 to fix it up, but I don't have any money. Well, Mr. Koo could help you out because after rehab value, as I call it, it's $1 million. You're saying you only need 60%, 65%. Maybe he can help you out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. See how easy this is? And there's more going on. This is 2004, 5, and 6 all over again, where there are loans on the table that you can get for damn near anything. You just gotta find a person to get to. And that is Mr. Wilson Koo. And you can go to quickeasyfunds.com. That's QUIK funds, FUNDS.com. Quickeasyfunds.com. That's E as in Eric, Z as in zebra, funds.com. So hopefully you guys get that right. All right, what's good, sis? And Victor Morrell starts it out. Here we go. He's already hit it on the head early, ladies and gentlemen. Sell everything. Here we go. Mortgage rates at 5%, potentially hitting 6-7% at the end of 2022. That means less people will afford homes, causing prices to fall. I hope I am right. I've been waiting on the bench. That's right, Victor Morrell. We've all been on the bench, and you know what's going to happen. It's inevitable. That's why I had to start it off with the 176% increase in foreclosure rates. This is just the tip of the iceberg because in the rest of 2022, there's going to be millions more that's going to enter into the foreclosure market. Why? Let's put it plain and simple. You guys already know numbers don't lie. If you have 100 million people in America out of work, that ought to tell you right there, somebody's losing their homes. There's no way around it. You're not going to get a year and a half, 2 years. This isn't 2008 and 9 anymore. You have big time customers waiting in the wings with millions of dollars. And I'm not referring to citizens. I'm referring to corporations and hedge funds and Wall Street type mutual funds. They're chomping at the bit, waiting for these foreclosures to enter the market so they can buy it with that free money that's been given out over the last 4 or 5 years. That's the thing. So you're going to be right. Prices are going to fall. Your patience is going to be rewarded. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, sell everything as a title of this tonight, because a lot of you are thinking, what does he mean? What's he talking about? What I'm talking about is, here's the situation. And I talked about this on Monday night. You have a choice to make right now. That's what's coming up. You can either stand pat. You bought yourself a home or property. You can stand pat and say, okay, my interest rate is 4.5, 4.0, 3.75. My interest rate is going to be low. But if your home price drops, so you bought a house and it was $500,000. Now, you have a 3.7, 3.5, or maybe even lower interest rate on your home. What's going to happen when your home price, instead of it being worth $500,000, is worth $400,000? Are you still going to think that's a good deal? What happens if it goes down to $350,000? Are you still going to pay that note for a $500,000 house? I know in 2008 and 2009, a lot of people were like, I can't do that, and were willing to walk away. The same thing's going to happen again. There won't be any difference. Now, so you have choices to make, and the next option is stand pat, or the next option is to take your profits, because most homes have doubled. Some have went further than double. Some of you might be saying, hey, let me take my profits. And then the non-investors, the OCs, they go, well, wait a minute. If I sell the house, that means all the other homes are $500,000. Well, see, here's when sacrifice may be needed, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I've talked about this before, but we may have new people watching, but you may be thinking a different way. Once I mention, if your house has doubled and then you turned around and took all that profit, think about it. It's free money out of thin air. You damn near printed up money just like the Federal Reserve does. Your asset increased in value, and you're going to wait till it drops down. Why wouldn't you extract some of that value right now and then say, hey, let me calculate. If it's going to cost me, yes, I might have to downsize. Yes, I might have to put things in storage. Yes, I might have to do this, that, and the other. But wouldn't it be nice if you had the extra $250,000 in cash? Okay. I know some of you then are going, hey, Eric, I'll get to that in a second. But some of you are going, I'll finish that story in a second. But some of you are going, man, $250,000 in cash after my profits. How much do I gotta pay somebody taxes on this? Oh no, you don't. I'm going to see if I can pull this up. I don't know if it's still the same, but if you sold your house, you have up to $250,000 that you don't have to worry about taxes on. All right. I was trying to pull it up and Google it, but I can't find it off the top. But nonetheless, I'm going to still try to pull it up. But all I'm trying to say is you're going to have this cash that you don't have to do anything. You can sit your money on the sidelines. And oh, by the way, you can reinvest, or you don't have to worry at a moment's time. You can wait a year or two, but then you might say, hey, Eric, I'm going to get a place that's $2,000 per month. That's $24,000 a year. So, okay, you're going to go take out $50,000 towards your rental that you're going to stay in, right? but you still would have $200,000 left over. And if the housing market does drop to what happened in 2008 and 9 and 1987, 88, 89, 1980, 79, 78, if it goes along these lines, you're not going to mind putting down 60 grand, 50 grand for a house that's going to be 200, 250, and you're moving right back to your same neighborhood, same type of lifestyle, but you sacrificed. And you now have prices at the bottom. So if there's any increase in value, just in 13 years, people's homes, if you'd have bought a home in 2009 or 10, your home not only has doubled, it may have tripled. It may have done a 4X. Just depends on the market you're in. So I'm just letting you know that's the time you want to buy something, when it's at the rock bottom and the economy is bad. Don't worry. You guys know better. The top 10% of the wealthiest own 70% of the wealth in America. You don't think these guys are going to let all this stuff go to SHIT, do you? All right, they're not. They always have something in their playbook, and it's going to come out of your pocket tax-wise. Trust me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it going. Let me see what else we have in the house tonight. We have Drip Animal Farm cryptocurrency. Thank you so much for letting me know you got the notification. That's 6 people, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get that record tonight? Well, we're going to find out. Gary White's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only chat. So he has the icon next to his name, and he has a tagline in tow. He says, "Good evening, SSN family." And he also says, "Let's get it." He's right. That's what we're going to do, because once you have and understand what's going on in the economic system in America, it's wash, rinse, repeat. You just have to pay attention. This is not rocket science. These guys do the same moves over and over again every 8 to 13 years. You don't have to worry about it. But if you can buy low and sell high, that's where you want to be at. All the people that bought in 2008, 9, 10, and 11, they're loving life. In fact, most people who bought even any time between 2008 and 2016, you're loving life. 20% per year over the last 2 years gets you almost damn near double your money. Almost. And in some cases, it already has. You guys know what I'm talking about. So anyhow, thank you so much for being here, Gary White. I appreciate it, with the icon, because it's members only chat tonight on Wednesday night live streams. So what's very nice that you're here. Drip Animal Farm says, "I got a new high-risk BNB miner. I just got in 8% ROI. Yes, I've heard of this 8%er. It's a BNB, and you're absolutely correct. I can't remember the name of it, though. That's the problem. Been around 4 months, got in yesterday, made a video on it. All right, Drip Animal Farm on top of it. Thank you so much. And it's definitely high risk, because 8% a day, ladies and gentlemen. 8% per day in crypto. Sell everything? I know the title, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about real estate right now. So let me get you the next playbook. So the playbook, we didn't play it all out. I talked about it on Monday, so some of you have heard this before. So once we sold that property and you said, "I'm going to move into an apartment for $2,000 per month, or a duplex or whatever," 24,000, you're going to siphon off 50,000 a year, but you don't know how long this crash is going to be. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. There's a lot of millions and trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline waiting for the real estate to go down so they can buy in at a lower price. And people are more adept at real estate investing now. A lot of people have gotten a lot smarter, because when you're out of work, you start researching things and you're like, wow, that's pretty easy. I could have done that all along. And some people, they have a little money that they had socked away, so they're sitting by waiting as well. So this is going to be very, very interesting what's going to happen. So anyhow, Drip Animal Farm cryptocurrency, I cannot it's baked beans. Is that what you're talking about? That's what it was, baked beans. All right, Victor Marrero, he's going to talk about it. I knew this was coming up. Auntie Val, good evening. Stronger at 68. Doesn't make sense to sell at such a low point, especially with the ETH. Exactly. There's nothing you can do at this point. That's the problem with Ethereum. I think best strategy for now until the smoke settles is to creating more nodes. I I don't agree with that strategy, only because for some people it may be pretty good, but you guys, you and Professor Antival, and actually there's another couple members of SSN Nation who have bought more than one node, more than two nodes, more than three nodes, more than four. All right, and you guys probably, I mean, there's no reason to act. Well, I mean, you could generate more if you want to, but like you just said, until the dust settles, we don't know what's going to happen. This has been a bad time for all crypto node projects. That's why Strong tried to, well, they did it. They changed to a different type of model. I still don't understand how it's going to work, but nonetheless, I'm going to show you something and reasons why, because with more money now, Strong makes no sense if I got to spend $700 and then I'm going to get, let's say, $6.80 or $7, if that's still the thing. I haven't really researched it, but they haven't talked about changing much. But nonetheless, if we're still only talking about 10% of the coin price, we're only talking about $6.80 at this price point. So I want to tell you something that's very, very interesting, is that almost for the same price now, because now we're back in the same ballpark. Remember when the neighbors, I'm still going to stay on the neighbors because I think this has potential to be big. Remember the neighbors when they came out with their 500 house, 350 condo, things like that. Well, that $500 mansion gives you 10%. So now back to Victor Marrero's reasoning. To him, it's making perfectly good sense. And to a lot of people, that they will spend $700 and get a node. It's that simple. You have to buy 10 coins for Strong. And the beauty of it is, if Strong returns to its former glory, where all of a sudden it's not just $70, it's not just $100, but what if it's $300 or $400? Now, $700, and then you do like $40 a night, let's say on average, that would be pretty major, ladies and gentlemen, because that turns into $1,200 a month. So we don't know, but he's waiting for the dust to settle. He's thinking, I'm going to invest another 700, because that's a hell of a price point from where it came from over $1,000 to less than 700 a coin, or $70 a coin, is remarkable. Now, they're going to be pegging this to something called Stronger, which he shows on the screen. That's the ticker symbol. So it's going to be very, very interesting how you go forward with this, because you guys have more than 4 nodes, I believe. So you're already getting whatever this price point is. Let's say 4 times 7, 28. So you're getting $28 per day anyhow. So if you add another node, that would make it at this price point $35 a day. So you'd be getting back at least close to 1,000. So there we go. There's a reason why it makes sense for some to invest at this low price point. In fact, it makes sense for almost everybody to, especially if you believe in the Strong block going back to its former glory, because this would be a steal, especially if their prices all of a sudden went to 500, 600, 700 like the old days. That old days, like less than a year. Auntie Val, agree. People panic sell while market dips. Our position is good. Yes, Auntie Val co-signs. She says, I agree, buying more. And Auntie Val, I believe you have quite a bit. And are you saying you're going to go past your limit of 7? Are you going to go for number 8? That's the question. Because 8 times, even if it went up to 8 times 10, $80 a day, that ends up being 80 times 30 is $2,400 passively if it just gets up to $80. So let me know if you're going to go into getting another node, because I know you had a plan for 7. So now does that mean you'll go past the 7? It's called Baked Beans BNB Miner. Yes, that's correct. Thank you for mentioning that. And thank you for letting me know because I didn't remember at the time. But yes, I saw that. Auntie Val, we'll check it out. Drip Animal Farm cryptocurrency. Yes, it's only been out 3-4 months. In fact, I was going to make a video about it, but then again, it's so high risk, and 8%. I mean, that's a lot. 8% daily is a lot. Okay, and it's a lot. So I was hesitant to put out a video about it, and it's very, very interesting. And I don't know if it's sustainable, but hey, got to do our own research, ladies and gentlemen. We'll check it out. Drip Animal Farm. Nadine N is in the house with the icon next to the name. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Very nice to see you. And she says, hello, everyone. Hello to you too. And I appreciate you once again for being in the house. Victor Marrero says the difference between 5% interest versus the lowest we saw a few months back at, 2.75 is approximately $400 a month on $300K in just principal and interest. Not too many folks can afford that increase. That's exactly right. Because when you guys got to understand what's going to happen is credit is going to be a little more stringent than it has been in the past if there's a downfall. And now that the foreclosures are starting to set in, they're going to start making a little bit more stringent to qualify. But what a lot of people don't realize is when they go try to buy a house, and every house is 350, 400, 500, 600, and you're seeing they're building these homes left, right, and people are moving in like it's no big deal getting a mortgage. Well, actually it is, because when you start getting into $450,000, $500,000 ranges and up, all of a sudden your household income has to be six figures, and not like six figures like 105,000. I'm talking 150s, 180s, damn near 200K. And when the interest rate goes up, just like Victor Marrero was saying, it increases your monthly amount that you have to pay, which now means at 2.75%, you could have gotten a $500,000 house making around $150,000 a year, but less than that, you're going to be out of luck. But if it goes up to, let's say, 5%, now that increases 400. Now you got to be damn near at 200,000 to buy the same home. And members of the SSN Nation, you guys already know there's a hell of a lot less people making 200,000 than there is closer to 100,000. All right. So the household income wise. So keep that in mind. Two people in a household, if you take the averages, 100K each, that is unusual. All right. Let's just put it plain and simple. Unless you're already into business or into financing or into some like working for Apple and all that stuff, you're going to be making that type of wages. If you live in New York, you're going to be getting paid over $100,000 a year, but the cost of living costs more. So once again, this is why this should be a slowdown in the stock market. I mean, in the real estate market. That's why today, sell everything. Let me know what you guys think. This is a discussion. All right. You guys can put it down in the chat room. Victor Marrero, he's saying it like it is. And he knows the numbers as well. Once a home price goes up $400, $300, $500 for your mortgage. And by the way, Auntie Val says, good evening, Nadine N. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Wilson Koo, good evening. He has his tagline, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. He was here earlier. Mr. Quick, easyfunds.com, QUIK, easyfunds.com, QUIK, E as in Eric, Z as in Zebra, FUNDS. You need to contact him, ladies and gentlemen. You can send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. Don't leave any funding I'm losing my words. Don't leave any funding unturned. All right. Make sure you go check it out. Wilson Koo can help you with unconventional financing. You may think you don't qualify. There's programs out here, ladies and gentlemen, that you will. So if you found something that is worthy of investing, worthy of starting, you need to contact him. So support at stopstrugglingnow.com, and I'll send him your email to get in contact with you. But again, he brings his tagline, good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN family. 100% facts is what we deliver around here. And he says, I sell money. And he's not joking, ladies and gentlemen. You want to do something, you need to talk to this man. He needs to be number one, number two on your list. All right, Vanessa Comagate, good evening, Nadine. Nothing but love in the house. And here we go. It's strong is 68. Stronger is 108. And therein lies the situation, Auntie Val. Let us know. I don't know what they're actually going to do. They said it's going to be pegged 1-to-1. So are they going to change it over eventually where strong is going to be the higher price for the stronger? And from what I've read earlier today, it appears that they're going to raise it 1-to-1 to the 108 is what it would be. But still, at those prices, that is still cheap as hell. What is that? $1,200 gets you, well, let's just call it $10 a day. And that's $300 a month. So we're still in the same ballpark as far as investment wise. Get your money back in like 3.5 months. That's fine. But nonetheless, it's still within reach of most people. This beats 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 to get into this strong nodes. All right. Evening, Wilson Koo showing the love. Auntie V, Laverne P, Vanessa K, Victor M, Drip Animal, Gary W, Nadine N. Thank you so much. Here comes trouble. Hey, Koo, man. See, that's what we like around here. Show the love, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back. Are you guys on the side of selling everything, or you going to do the hold and just check everything out as it unfolds in your eye? But here's the thing. If you sell everything, that means you can get a duffel bag of cash ready and be prepared using other people's money, because you got to keep it in mind, keep it in perspective. When you have assets, they increase in value. You can sell or borrow against. And in a bad time, I don't suggest borrowing. All right. But I do suggest considering getting your duffel bag of cash from other people's money and then turning that into a wait and see. That means you have to be flexible. This isn't for the faint at heart. So now we have to talk about the stock market. All right. It isn't just crypto. Stock market is also like a roller coaster. Exactly. My ETF index fund portfolio is still going sideways. I am sure I'm not alone. No, you're not alone. Just continue to add. No other choice. Exactly. Exactly. You done said it exactly right. So either you sell your stock portfolio, because if you've been in the stock market over the years, you're still it's better than it was 2 years ago, better than it was 1 year ago. Now, you could have increased your value by getting into individual stocks, but generally the index funds, the ETFs, they're doing great. Generally on average, 18, 19% last year. That's one hell of a ride. The year before, a little loss. Okay, we'll take 6, 7, 3% loss if you're going to give me 18, 19, 20% the following year. And then this year, you're talking about giving me another 7, 8% right now already. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's funny how it all works out. So you're already talking about a 25% increase potentially on some of these ETF funds, because some of them are tied to the indexes, Dow Jones, Standard & Poor, right? 500. So they're tied to that. Don't worry. I have that too. We're going to have to go look at this, right? Let me see if I still have it up here. First of all, I don't think I do, but let me see if when I started doing that search, I don't have it handy. I thought I did, so I must have closed it out somewhere. So I'm going to have to go look for it. Oh, there it is. It's under the stock market. All right, give me a second. I'm about to pull up something so you guys can see it for yourself. You know how we do it around here. In case you're new here, you're going to see it for yourself, where we get the numbers from. We deal with facts. Nothing else. Here we go. Let me pull it up on the screen entirely, so hopefully you can see that. So look here, 2020, Dow Jones. This is just Dow Jones, for instance. Increase of 7.25%. And then the Dow Jones increased 18.73% in 2021. This year, negative 4% thus far. So overall, we're only 2 years and 4 months in. And again, you would have been at 20%. Nothing wrong with that. If you would have done one of these index funds where the top, let's call it top 100 or total market fund, you would be in this same ballpark right now. You'd be at like 20% from 21 to 2022 right now. You'd be fine. Now, remember, the rich get richer, and you keep saying how? Well, there's a difference. If somebody has $500,000 and they get 20% on their money, that's $100,000 versus somebody who might have $500 and you get 20%, you only have $100. Big difference for what happens. Now, also, what happens after 2 years? Do you want to sell? And yes, there's going to be tax implications because you're going to owe 15%, but it's an option, but that's on profits. So once again, it all depends on what you want to do and how you handle it. But again, sell your stocks. It's an option, especially if you want to turn it into some other asset down the road or let it ride. So you tell me, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Men and women, boys and girls, let me know. Because just like he said, you have no choice but to make investments because inflation is here. You guys know that. There's no way around inflation. You don't know what the gas prices are going to be next week. Hell, not even tomorrow. You don't know what Russia's going to do. You don't know what Ukraine's going to do or any other country's going to do. All right, Auntie Val, 108 for stronger. Really? Where did you see this? I tried to look for it. Is that EtherScan? I saw it earlier. Let me go see if I can pull it up. No, it's on the internet. I'm trying to think if it was under stronger. There we go. I'm trying to think if it was under. It might be. Oh, here we go. Nope, that wasn't it. That's where I saw the other one. I don't know where I saw it at, quite frankly, because I saw it earlier today. Maybe it was on the deck screen. All right, here we go. DEX screener, since we're going to talk about this. Here, what it was, I was on the Phantom Network earlier. So let's go with Ethereum. Let's go see what we got. Let's go search this up. Let's see, stronger, right? Is that it? Stronger. Yeah, I think that's it. Here we go. It's 109. It's on the deck screener. And in case anybody ever wants, it's dexscreener.com. So you can look up all your crypto tokens and find out the price or the pair values and things like that. But it's 110 right as we speak. It's been doing a roller coaster. The lowest it went down to apparently was 95. But right now, $1,250 maybe gets you your node, because you got to buy 10 coins to get this into stronger, and that gives you roughly $11 per day because they take 10% of the coin price. So again, if that coin price went back up to 4 or 5 for 600, 700, 800, now that would be a bargain. But anything with crypto, you just never know what's going to happen. That's all there is to it. You just never know what's going to happen. But there you go. Here we go. Auntie Val knows more about it. Professor Auntie Val. Stronger replace strong to create nodes. Strong will be used in DeFi and other spaces. And yes, I have 8 going for. Oh, she already surpassed the 7. She says she's got 8. Needless to say, that means she's going to do 9 at these prices. That's $1,200. I mean, yeah, at these prices, it makes sense. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. For her, she has 8. 8 times 10 is $80 a day. That's $2,400 a month if it stays in this price range. That's still working money from previous investments. So Let's put it in perspective, ladies and gentlemen. This is part of investing. This is part of why sometimes either you sell everything or you let it ride and you do dollar cost averaging, which Auntie Val is going to do. So she could have bought nodes at 5,000, at 5,500, at 2,500. Now you can buy a node for 1,200. What's going to happen? The dollar cost average comes down. She still has revenue coming in, even though you overpaid, which gets us back into multifamily properties. You can overpay if you have passive income coming in and they are assets, because over time, it's nice that you're still going to be making, whether it's $2,400 a month or whether it's $3,000 or whether it's $5,000. You're still going to have revenue coming in. So it's not a bad investment. You have a return coming in every day. You love that. So you can't go wrong. So I can't blame anyone for not selling and continuing along the path, getting more of these nodes. And speaking of that, that's part of investing, ladies and gentlemen. I was on one of these Discord groups earlier today, looking around and having a discussion. And there were lots of people in these node groups complaining that the prices of their tokens or coins were going down, and they're in these node projects. So then I have to remind you, as an investor, what are you investing for? Are you investing hoping and praying it's a pump and then it's a dump? Or were you investing for the long term, meaning what Auntie Val's doing, what Victor Marrero's doing? She's not out here panicking. She's sitting there looking at this as an opportunity that the strong block price is 108 when it used to be 500, when it used to be 600, when it used to be 750. Some other people who bought at 750, they're sitting there going, man, they're crying like, man, why is it going down? What's the team doing? Why are they doing this to us? Ladies and gentlemen, we can't win them all. You're believing, just like you believe in a company, like people invest in Apple on the stock market or Microsoft or Tesla. They believe the company's going to do right. They invest. Then you could pick another company, like what was that? The one, the guy that pushed the truck down the hill and then acted like it was working. Or you could be like that lady that was doing the blood, that I can't remember that either, what her name is and what her company was, where she said, yeah, you can just do a tap with your finger and we'll be able to tell what's going to happen. All that was fake. The guy pushing the truck down the hill, fake. People believed it. You could lose your money in investing. That's part of investing. That's why you do your due diligence. But at the same time, you have to have a little fortitude. If you believe in a project and your price drops down from 500, 750 down to 100, you either A, you can bitch and moan and sell at the lower price, or you can say, you know what, I believe in this project and buy more, like Auntie Val and Victor Marrero's doing, or do nothing and still collect your rewards. You're still collecting rewards. That's the point. So that's my rant about investing. And that's what I was talking with about these guys that were bought these nodes. And I'm not talking about strong block. I was talking about other nodes. Like, you guys know the power nodes is like went down to $1.78. You have all these node projects and DAO projects where their coin prices or token prices have basically 90% is wiped out, 95% wiped out. And people are sitting there going, the team doesn't know what they're doing. They're not investing. They should do this, that, and the other. And I had to remind them, you know what? There's other cryptocurrency projects that were nodes. And this stuff that you're talking about, those projects tried it and they're no longer here. There is no playbook for a new frontier. That's the problem. And people are investing, trying to look for those ones that say, oh, it went up 3,000% in a month. Well, it happens. But the fact of the matter is, as an investor, that is not your goal. Your goal is to get a return on your investment long term. So you have to account for prices going down. But just like the real estate we're talking about, you're thinking, is this going to go up 20% every year? No. Is it going to go up 5, 10, 20%? No. But some people right now think they bought a house 3, 4, 5 years ago. They're thinking, this is great. Where can I get more of these? Until they experience the part where one day they wake up and look in the paper and they're like, did my house go down $50,000? What are they talking about? They go to Zillow. Oh my God, my house was $550 and now everybody's selling their house for $450. What's going on? All of a sudden, they don't feel so good anymore. So again, it's all perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Expect the unexpected, but temper your expectations. If you're investing in something, there's a reason you're investing in it. And just because there's a downside to it, what are you upset about? You should be buying more if you believed in the project. All right, that's enough on that. But let's see what else we got in the house right now. I think I skipped something though. Let's see, stronger replace. Oh, there we go. We were at the 8 for 10. Nadine N says, got the notification. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That means what? That's number 7, I believe. Can we get a record tonight? Wow. Go get it, Professor Val. That's gangster. Hey, she understands. Once she got past like 4, now she went into a whole nother section because any investment she makes at this low price, and the reason why she put 8 to 10 is because it makes sense. She could buy 2 for $2,500, $2,400, or maybe less, probably $2,300. And that, because I know she bought when it was $450 or $5. So that's still, she can get 2 for half the price of 1, making her dollar cost average even come down even more. So she can reach 10 because she already has profits from when she started 8 months ago or 7, or maybe even she started a year ago. I don't know. But she already has profits from that. See, that's what you guys have to understand. And that's why if you're on the Stop Struggling Now social media, you would see some memes that come out like, don't compare yourself to somebody's year 3 when you just now starting, right? It's a different story. She was in this last year. She was able to reap the rewards when the coin price was 500, 800, 1,000, and she's getting $100 a day, $80 a day, $70 a day per node. And if she already had 4 nodes, you start talking about $200 a day, $300 a day, all that profit. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So she's ahead of the curve, and now she has a chance to do dollar cost averaging down. Now she believes in the project. And once again, she's going to reap the rewards as long as that project is giving rewards. It doesn't even matter if the coin price stayed at 110, because she's still going to be going, okay, I got $100 a day. I don't have to work for it. I don't have to get out of bed. I don't have to manage anything. All I got to do is open up my computer or look at my phone and go, oh, okay, it's $105 today. I get another $10 tomorrow. Cool. That's it. That's what you want, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be wealthy, right? So anyhow, let's get back to sell everything. Let's go. Victor, use Dex Screener. Exactly. Dex Screener. I'll put it in chat, which you already probably saw that, .com. That's how you can look up all the coin prices. All right. Can trade on Uniswap for now. Of course, it just came out. And everybody, Strong, let's just face facts. Here's the other thing, because I started comparing to the Strong situation. I said, do you really think that when you're over here bitching about the node prices going down, what happened when somebody bought Strong for $800 a coin? They spent $8,400, $8,300 to get 10, buy 10 coins and have a node. And now they're going to be able to buy it for $1,100, $1,200. You don't think people are sitting there panicking, watching the price go from 800 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 1? I said, that's how investing is. You believe in the project, then you're going to stay in the project. If the price is going down and you weren't really believing in it, then okay. But don't sit here and bitch about it. All right? Sell. You have options. Buy, sell, hold. All right. It's that simple. Yes, ma'am. That's it. Auntie Val, great info. I can probably find the staked own price there as well. Yes, you can. What are they on? I think they're on ETH too, right? Yeah, that's why I'm not on Olympus. Exactly. Let's see what Ohm is. Is that what? Whoa, Ohm is $30. Holy smokes. The Dows are just getting beaten up. beaten up badly. Here's your wrapped staked home, 4,357. All right, so that just gives you an idea, but that's priced to the MIM. So, and there's the governance part, the geom, but that's remarkable, down to $30. Wow. Who would have figured that out? That's very, very interesting. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. Let me get back on the screen. But again, let me know what you think. Are you going to sell everything? Are you going to sell your real estate and then go through, jump through hoops? Or are you going to feel comfortable and stand by and say, I'll just weather the storm because I have an interest rate of 3.5 and no reason. I'll just stay here. I make the monies. Everything's fine. I'm cozy. Or are you saying, hey, you know what? I'll take that $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 of profit and put it in my duffel bag of cash, and I'll sit here and spend their money, $50,000 in 2 years, and see what happens. And if it goes another year where I have to wait, so be it. I'm using free money that I didn't have to work for. Well, you kind of work for it because you have to pay your mortgage, but nonetheless, it's still free profits. Okay, let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. That's right. 2 thumbs up. Utan G's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And if you're a member, if you're not a member and watching, and like Utan G has an icon, that's the only people that can be here in the chat room. So if you're trying to get in the chat room and can't, there's a reason why. You have to be a member of the channel, not just a subscriber, but a member with the icon. So I want to welcome you here. And he says his tagline, good evening, fam. Good evening to you too, Utan, and I appreciate he got the notification. That's 8 people, ladies and gentlemen. To break the record, we need another 3 at least just to tie the record. So let me know if anybody else has gotten it. I'm holding, boss, waiting for these bubbles to burst. Vanessa Comagate. Now, you have to be specific here in the SSN Nation. Are you holding that duffel bag of cash? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just holding with whatever assets that you have and you're calling it a day? Let me know which one you're referring to. If you're, I don't know, you bought a house or bought a multifamily, it doesn't matter. Whatever asset class you bought, let me know what you did. Now, very, very interesting that I have the gold and silver guys that I've been talking about for the last year and a half, because there's something that's inherently wrong. And I'm going to go over it again because there may be somebody watching who's a gold and silver stacker. And notice I said sell everything except gold and silver, and I should have added precious metals. Now, here's the reason I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because once again, it's only happened 2 times in 40 years. 2008, 9, 10, 11, gold and silver prices spiked. You know what happened in 2008 and 9 and 10? There was a great recession. What some of you may not know, but longtime SSN Nation members, you guys know, because I went over this before. In 1980, the late 70s, there was another spark of a recession that occurred. That's the other time gold and silver prices spiked. 2 times in 40 years. Well, can it be 3 times in 43 years or 42 years? I believe so, ladies and gentlemen, simply because nothing was fixed from 2008 and 2009. It was just an extension to blow up the assets even more, meaning blow up the assets to a higher price. The stock market, the real estate, missions accomplished. All right? So keep that in mind. When this starts going down, those items, silver, gold, precious metals, increase dramatically. You could find yourself with silver that's like $25 an ounce. It could be $100. Gold, which is around $19.50 an ounce, could be $3,500 in less than a year. Doubling your money with that less than a year. That is awesome. And the thing that I don't subscribe to, stacking indefinitely, if you double your money, that's part of this program. You need to sell. All right. You need to get out while everybody's buying when there's a high demand. You don't want to stay at a casino too long, right? A lot of people know what I'm talking about. You go to the casino, you have a couple $1,000s in your pocket. You say, I'm just going to win or lose. All of a sudden, that couple thousand balloons up to 5,000. Your friend comes over, a friend like me. Hey, man, you started with 2 G's. You got 5 G's. Let's go. Let's go party. Let's go have a nice time. You're not going to break the bank. And you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of your friends, they're not leaving. For some reason, your mindset says, I want to break the bank. I'm sitting there like, hey, man, they got towers up here. They got towers for a reason. Don't give it back. That's doubled your money while we're having fun. Let's go. That's the art of money management. You're not going to sit there all day, because the longer you sit there, the more odds of them getting the money back and then some. That's how casinos work. The odds are against you. The United States economy is a casino. So you take advantage when you have prices pumped, and then you sell when everybody and their grandma has pumped up the prices. And that's when you drop the hammer and say, I'm selling. That's what you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to sell everything except gold and silver? I don't know. But all I'm going to tell you is, when that gold and silver goes up to 100, 120, 130, whatever it goes up to, when gold goes up to 3 grand, 3,500, whatever, maybe even 4 grand, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and tell me I'm a stacker, Eric? I'm going to sit there and go, okay, you haven't learned nothing from 1980 and 2010 when everything went up and then it came crashing back down? You didn't take advantage? You better. It's not going to stay up there forever, because you're not going to have the demand forever, because eventually the stock market, the housing, and other assets are going to come back in favor. So people aren't going to stack their money into gold, silver, and precious metals. They're going to put it into the stock market. And especially when the stock market goes down like it did in 2008-9, people are going to do just what's happening with Auntie Val right now. Something drops 8 times the number. Could you imagine Tesla stock, $800, $900, all of a sudden being $108? Apple stock, instead of it being around, I don't know what it is right now, but let's just say it's 300, all of a sudden being down to $50, $40. You know how many people would be like, I'm buying this stuff? That's what's happening here with Strong Block, if you believe they're like in those ilk. So again, are you going to sell? Are you going to buy? What are you going to do? But sell everything is the title of this. That's why a lot of people are shook up, because they're like, wait a minute, am I missing something? No, you have choices to make. That's what this is. All right. Vanessa Kamage says she's holding nice and tight. Nothing wrong with that. Auntie Val, good evening, Utan G. Showing nothing but love. Utan G, hold, and keep investing if you can. Utan G, there we go. There we go. He's saying, I'm not selling nothing, I'm holding it. There we go. So you're going to ride it out. We're going to find out what happens. Auntie Val says, agreed. She agrees with the assessment that I was talking about, I hope. Now, I know that's what she's doing. Actually, Auntie Val, Professor Auntie Val around here, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell by what she's doing, she is a seasoned investor, because she already has went down the gauntlet. Again, ladies and gentlemen, once you have went all in, she has 8 nodes, 7 nodes, I know for sure. I think she said 8 to 10 she's going to get. If she has 7 or 8, it doesn't matter. If you had 1 node, you may look at things differently than she does, but she has 8. So she still is going to have $80 a day coming in. Still. Which ends up being $2,400 a month while she gets to go to the beach. Do nothing. So her perspective is much different than somebody who might be new, who goes, okay, $10 a month, that's not a lot for me. And it's all going to be another perspective if somebody just had 1 node and it's $500 or $5,000 they spent for it. And now they're getting $10 a month, or $300 a month. That would change things dramatically. So again, everybody's not in the same place when you start investing. So that's why you have to always consider the sources. When somebody's saying something, they're saying it from generally their perspective. That's the difference. Auntie Val, she's right now saying just what Victor Marrero's saying. I'm going to buy more. Different perspectives. All right. Wilson Koo says, got the notification. Uh-oh. I think we're up to 9. That's 9, ladies and gentlemen. Look who else is in the house tonight. Curtis Davis, otherwise known as Mr. Financial around here, ladies and gentlemen. And he has the icon. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has his tagline, good evening, SSN family. And okay, I'm going to co-op his tagline also, ABMM. Always be making money. Okay, I co-opted because why? He has his own channel too, ladies and gentlemen, and he helps you with the stock market and with crypto, and he gives you updates throughout the day. But hey, it's under Chili Davis. That's right, Chili, Chilly Davis. That's how you find him. Go subscribe, check him out because he's dropping gems all the time. He's telling you when stocks are going up throughout the day or down throughout the day, and maybe you might want to pay attention. That's why he's called Mr. Financial, by the way. All right. So there we go. Hopefully you check him out. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis, for being in the house tonight. I appreciate it. And deck screener is what I did. Auntie Val says, remember, guys, I compound the nodes to increase the number. My buy-in was only 2 nodes. I'm going to build 1, cash 1 in a few weeks. There we go. There's her strategy, ladies and gentlemen. So in other words, you remember I was saying, just like right now, she could be getting $80 per day, $2,400 per month. If the price stays under $200, when she compounds that, she can claim, and then she can buy another node for free. That's what she can do, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep this in mind. There's a reason she has this number. She has a plan. The execution has been flawless so far. The only way this turns real bad is if Strong Block disappeared, went to 0, and said, we don't want to do this anymore. Now, I will say this, the odds of that occurring is slim because there's so many projects that took money out of their treasury and bought strong nodes. So there's millions of dollars that are just given to them. And so therefore, there's going to be even more, especially if their coin price increases. It's going to be very interesting. So she's giving you a playbook, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, when she was, every time she was getting that 20 or in fact, Professor Auntie Val, let us know when you were compounding. Were you compounding just once every 30 days, 35 days? When's the compound rate for you? Because at this point, you're all in. I don't think it's necessary unless you want to take profits out or something, but I don't think it was necessary for you to compound like every 10 days or anything, because you can just wait all month. But, it's up to you, because then if you compound, let me know your schedule. Is it every 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days? Because that would help out some people as well. Tesla stocks, Curtis Davis, he's on it. Tesla's going to do a split. Is it going to do a split? I believe they are. But is this time to sell everything, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I know this is a conversation, right? I wanted to have a conversation to shock some people. That gold and silver, you can also invest in the stock market with gold and silver miners, gold and silver ETFs. If you want to have a play on the stock market through Robinhood and Webull, the links are down below to get those free stocks, ladies and gentlemen. And in fact, just look at the links down below in the description. I have a lot of links that can help you out. Everybody knows the free $10 from Bitcoin, and it's 1 hour in, the free $5 from Webull for Shiba or Dogecoin or ADA. But please, 1 hour in, double up, smash that like button, click the all notification bell if you would like to subscribe to the channel, because this is what we talk about. And don't worry, you can come back on Friday if you're not a member and be in the chat room and ask questions. This is the no guru zone, ladies and gentlemen. Down below, you will not find courses. You will not find anything to book any consultations. You can send an email to me, though, at support@stopstrugglingnow and get free consultations if you want them. So again, take advantage here. That's why the channel's called Stop Struggling Now, ladies and gentlemen, because every dollar that goes out the door and doesn't go into an investment could be $1 wasted, because you never know which investment that you chose is going to continue to bring you in money every month, every week, every day. There's so many options out here now, especially in the crypto space. We just don't know if they're going to be around another year. That's the only problem. All right. Yes, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. I agree with that, Vanessa Kamagate. But again, everybody, it's up to you, because everyone's in a different position and has a different thought process. All right. Just keep that in mind. Again, real estate, stocks, and crypto. Crypto right now has these daily earns, and it's very hard not to be involved with some projects where you're able to get a daily return on your money. That's just very hard. Even though these things, we don't know if they're sustainable, it's just high risk. You don't know if it's sustainable at all, because these things, Strong Block has been around a year. Just like Olympus, I believe, has been around a year. But again, a difference a year makes. Their coin price was thousands of dollars. Now it's down to like 30. That's crazy. Crazy. Auntie Val, that's a great formula. Your initial 2 nodes investment turned into almost 10 nodes. That's the definition of winning. You got that right. And if the price stays even at this $100-something rate, she can keep getting a node every 15 days, I believe it would be, right? 16 days, something like that. It'd be crazy. It's crazy. I believe. No, I'm off because it's only $10. I mean, no, I am right. It's $100 a day if she had 10 nodes. So 100, yeah, she would only need like less than 2 weeks to get another node. If the price stays somewhere around 100 to 120, she'd be able to get a node every 15 days. So Victor Marrero, remember when you were asking, again, I remind you, when you asked that guy, how did he get 50 nodes? Well, now you know. And keep in mind, he was able to do the reverse. Imagine if you were able to buy 10 nodes and your dollar cost average price was like $100 because you got in last March or something. And then the price went up to 500, which it did. And now you already have like 2 or 3 nodes and they were giving you $150 a day. That would have been crazy, right? Because you would have been like, wait a minute, this guy's he can get a node every like X amount of days. So again, I agree. Definition of winning going down, ladies and gentlemen. She believes she took the investment. Professor Auntie Val, by the way, Strong Block, the 2021 best investment, the #1 investment in 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Strong Block. They're still going strong. You're still getting your money, still getting 10% of the coin price. Wilson Koo evening at Uton G, Curtis D. Let me know if anybody's subscribing to the sell everything model. Let me know, not everything. How about you say, Eric, I'm not going to sell my house, but I'm going to sell some stocks, or I'm not going to sell stocks or house, but I'm going to sell crypto. I'm not going to sell crypto, but I'm going to sell gold, silver. Let me know what you're going to sell, if anything at all. Or you're going to stand pat like Vanessa Kamagate saying, like Utan G saying. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Auntie Val, thank you, sir. The hard work is just beginning. I got goals to achieve and retirement to secure. Hey, once again, ladies and gentlemen, look at this line right here. Look at this. Look at that second sentence and keep that in your head. Brand it. Put it on a wall. I got goals to achieve and retirement to secure. You know why? Because nobody's coming to save you, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to do this yourself. You're going to have to take chances. Let me get into a little bit of motivational tonight. And by the way, speaking of nobody's coming to save you, let me see if I have a segue into this. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel, stopstrugglingnow.com website, and that's where you find this gear, Emerging Millionaires. And that's where you'll find this gear, Nobody's Coming to Save You. That's exactly what you're going to find there as well. So do the thing if you want it. Now, I'm going to say something which I did not do before the live stream. Members of the channel, I am going to be dropping a link under the community tab, members with the icon, and there will be a discount on Stop Struggling Now gear. All right. And I believe it's going to be something like 20% off. All right. That's for people with the icon. You'll get that code under the community tab. You know where to find it on the YouTube channel. But again, this is ladies gear here. We have the men gear as well. Go to the stopstrugglingnow.com website and you'll be able to get the gear. Now, let's keep going because this is one for the ages, because whenever it comes to investing and using your money to make money for you, we just don't know what's going to happen in the crypto space, which is the Wild West. But it would be so awesome if these things could actually work out, because ordinary citizens like all of us, we would be able to do what Auntie Val's talking about. Goals to achieve, retirement to secure, because retirement is going to be fleeting. No matter if you were sitting there going, you know what, I saved $1 million. And now you're sitting here watching prices that are now double from when you retired. Double in gas, double in food, some cases 3 or 4 times the amount. You're sitting there like, holy smokes. 5 years ago when I retired, I thought it was going to be easy. No. And then you're finding out, oh, they're raising taxes on me now. So that's not even accounted for. It's all going down, ladies and gentlemen, and you cannot account for it. That's why this project where you're getting this passive income, you're going to have to use these assets and this money to get more assets that's bringing in passive income, because you never know what's going to be disrupted, what's going to be cut off, right? You never know what's going to come out new, because in this day and age, people come out with bigger, better, badder stuff, and you never know if that's going to disrupt your industry, and that's scary. This isn't like you're going to be able to sit back and relax for 30 years or 20 years and enjoy retirement. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. And again, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. And should I also remind everyone, men, women, children, share the videos, because you never know who is out here. Obsidian Lion, the Code Keepers in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. And he says hello, a simple hello tonight. Hello to you too. Thank you so much once again for being here. I appreciate it. All right, Nadine N. The links below are only for USA or any country. Well, it depends. If you're talking about the crypto stuff and Robinhood, I don't know. Coinbase for the $10 of free BTC, I'm pretty sure that's USA, but everything else should be international. So you can check it out, and then you'll have to report back though and let us know. All right, Auntie Val, compounding changed as the number of nodes increase. Right now, a node in about 13 days or 2 a month. Yep. So I was close. Yeah. Every 2 weeks, you can get a node at this price point, and because of the amount of nodes that you already have. So if you go up to 10 and the price hovers 100 to 120, the woman can get 2 more nodes per month, just like she's saying right now. This is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. And she's already been making profits on even though the price has dropped down. When the price dropped to 200, she was getting 20 a day. When it dropped down to 150, 15 a day for all the nodes. And then all of a sudden it's down to 100. She's still getting 100, 80, 90 a day, 80 a day. I mean, that's still a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this. Some people are out here working at $10 an hour, working 8 hours a day, making $80. So think about that. Professor Auntie Val could be at the beach. All right. Professor Val, good evening, Obsidian L, with the heart, with the strength and support. Victor Morel, 10 nodes can get you the next node in 10.94 days. This is getting paid 3 times a month. Who wouldn't like that? You got that right, Victor Morel. Victor Morel, that's why these nodes would have been so awesome if these other node projects could work out. And now you guys are making me think I should be getting another node and trying to do what you guys are doing. I was hesitant because I had a feeling they were going to drop down, but now you guys are in a better position, I have to admit, because if you have the 5, 6, 7 nodes, now you're getting $60, $70, $80 a day. That's a beautiful situation. And now some people are taking advantage. Some people are going, okay, I had the 5,000. I wasn't going to do anything. Okay, now I'll get 3 or 4 nodes. now for less. So it works both ways. Gotta love it. Obsidian Lion Co-Keeper, hello, Auntie. All right, Nadine in, showing the hands. The Sultan is feeding me, and I'm picking up what he is putting down. Sultan of financial freedom. Oh, thank you so much. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Obsidian Lion, the co-keeper. He gave me the name, and I'm keeping it. I haven't used it yet. In fact, I'm going to get a shirt with a lightning bolt or something on it that says the Sultan of financial freedom and 100, whatever, something like that. I don't know yet. Maybe we have to have a design contest for this. All right, but thank you so much for that, and I appreciate the iconic name, the Sultan of Financial Freedom. Thank you so much. And oh, by the way, Obsidian Line, the co-keeper, did you receive the YouTube notification or saw the trailer? Let me know, because we're up to 8 right now. Diesel Mike is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room with the icon next to their name. And he says his tagline. Good evening, Eric. Good evening to you and the SSN family. That's right. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your continued support. Appreciate it. Nice gear, sir. Ha! Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. You know how we have to do this. There's always something coming out. And again, nobody's coming to save you. That's the bottom line to the story. So you know what you do? You save yourself. That's right. I'm talking about financially. All right. We're not going into the biblicals. We're talking about financial. All right. There we go. Evening at Obsidian Lion and Diesel M. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo, showing love. Okay, cool. I see you have the entrepreneur shirt in pink. Also, that's right. Exactly. Exactly. Vanessa, it's serious. They said Social Security max by 2030. That's right, Vanessa Comagate. That's exactly right. I haven't been talking about this over the last year or two because earlier in the first year and a half, I was telling people the Social Security is going to run out and it's going to be gone. Your great grandkids don't know nothing about Social Security. They're not going to have it. All right. Your grandkids probably won't have it either. United States government doesn't care. They're not replacing what they already borrowed from Social Security fund. They're sitting there going, who cares? We took out trillions. Who cares? That's right. They don't care, ladies and gentlemen. All they know is what's happening. I'm very glad Professor Val gave us this information. Professor Auntie Val gave us that information because the nodes is exactly the same way our economy works. She already has 8 nodes. Just pretend like she's a top 10%er. All right? So it's easy for her to sit there and say, okay, I get $80 a day, $2,400 a month passively. And so she could easily be acting like a top 10%er where somebody only has 1 node and they're sitting there getting $10 a day. And then from that point on, they're going, okay, we're going to raise taxes. Well, the person that is only making $10 a day is going to be more impacted than a person that's making $100 a day. Because she has 10 nodes, it would be 100 a day, right? So then you're like, what the hell's going on? And then you realize, oh, we're going to borrow the top 10%ers because they work for Congress, right? Our government. They say we're going to borrow from the Social Security Administration. We don't care if it runs out. Well, the person who's getting the $10 per day does care it's going to run out. The person that's getting $100 a day, they're going to go, okay, I get my $3,000 a month. We're going to be good. So again, this is why the top 10% own 70% of the wealth in America. So therefore, they don't care about your ass. Nobody's coming to save you, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to have to do something drastic for yourself. You're going to have to take these chances. Just like everybody's talking about, I took a chance on the nose. I took a chance on the strong. I took a chance on the Dows and the prices dropped and I feel bad. I'm like, okay, you can feel bad. You took a chance, you took a risk, and the prices are down, but they're not out. They're still giving you rewards. You can still earn. It's just if you sell, you're not going to be earning anything. And yes, they could go to zero. But what's your alternative? Higher prices, higher inflation, higher taxes, and then you don't even have any money, no way to get any money coming in. It's not like you can go down and get a job and say, hey, I want $120,000 a year. That's not going to happen when there's hardly any jobs available. So you're going to have to put yourself in position by taking chances with your investments. And that's why if you have free money, that's why I said tonight, sell everything. Because if your house tripled, you're going to have to consider what's going to happen if your house goes down to half price or even 30% less and it stays there. Is that going to be good with you? Because you could have taken out the money and said, okay, I want to go out on the cozy confines and go find me another little place I'm going to hang out at and do it that way. And I'm going to give you guys another little tip. I call this a tip. And I've given this tip before 3 times now in the last week or two. Imagine that your house has doubled. You had about a $300,000 house and now it's worth 600 grand. Imagine there are still places in America that you can buy a home for 100 grand. It's not going to be in your favorite location, but it could be on the outskirts of your favorite location. So remember when I was talking about that 50,000 that you might want to do in apartment or duplex or home or whatever for 2 years to watch what happens with the economy? How about if you actually used some of that profit and went down and bought a paid in full property? Now, not only do you have an asset, but now you have stopped the bleeding and you have an asset. So you still now have a home that you can go to any time after things go according to plan. Now, housing prices crash, go down 50%. You step back in and you say, okay, let me put down 50 grand and start making my monthly payments. And then you're going to go, hey, Eric, wait, the interest rate's going to be 6.5%. Exactly. You're going to have a little pain. But guess what? As the economy gets better, you guys know what happens because you know what happens. The Federal Reserve is part of the 1%er system. They're going to reduce the interest rates because that's going to spur the economy. And then you take more advantage because you're going to refi. So eventually you'll be down to the 3.5 on the refi or 2.5. You'll get it back. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple when you understand how the game is going to go. Now it's up to you to make decisions. Hold, sell, buy. Take your pick. Or other maneuvers. A house free and clear for 100 grand, 75 grand, somewhere. It could be a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. It doesn't matter. Something that just says, you have all the conveniences. Yeah, it might only be 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 square feet. So what? It's free and clear. You don't have to pay other than taxes. And it's an asset. So at any time you ran into any trouble of any sort down the line, you get laid off. Financial situation goes bad. You could say, I'll just go stay at the house. You have options. That's what you always want for your freedom papers, ladies and gentlemen. All right? You want those freedom papers. And by the way, speaking of those freedom papers, and I was coming to the great state of Florida, well, it looks like I've been have a curveball because you guys, unfortunately, my mom passed away earlier this year. So we have a house sitting in the ATL. And something's going to have to be done with that, which means nothing is going to be done with it. So I might be going to the ATL to hang out. All right. So a side attraction for a year or so. Anyhow, we'll find out. I'll let you guys, you'll know, because if I do that, then you'll see a different background. So you will know. All right. Let's see what else. Nice gear. Thank you so much. Once again, Wilson Koo for saying that. And not to mention the pink one. Yes, exactly. It's serious. They said Social Security out 2030. That's correct. And some more love in the house, Evening Wilson from A City in Line. Brian P's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with the icon, with the members only chat room tonight. And he says, hello, Eric. Hello to you too, Brian P. I got the notification. We're up to number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, SSN family. Hello to you. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for being here. As an investor, you must have conviction and hold through up and down roller coaster. Exactly. When there's blood in the streets, that's when you're supposed to buy. When the blood in the streets is going down even further, are you supposed to buy some more? If stronger goes down to 80, supposed to buy some more? I'm just saying. I would think that would be a good thing. All right, Obsidian Lion, the co-keeper, the name is well deserved. Thank you so much. I have to give credit for your consistency. I'm going to be looking for the shirt. Obsidian Lion, the co-keeper. You can go to stopstrugglingnow.com. It's there. But before you do that, in case you joined us under the community tab here on YouTube, where it's going to be members only, you'll be able to find out the code for 20% off if you're interested in buying a t-shirt. After the live stream, I will put that in. All right. In fact, yeah, it's going to have to be after the live stream because I cleared my cookies. And that's one of the reasons I was a little bit late today, because after I cleared the cookies, everything was asking for verifications, asking for passwords, asking for all kind of stuff. So I couldn't get it all together. But anyhow, it's all fine. But thank you so much for that, Obsidian Line, the co-keeper. I appreciate the soft nickname. And again, it's not soft as in S-O-F-T, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're new here. It's soft as in iconic, S as in Sam, O-F-F, the Sultan of Financial Freedom. I'll take it all the way to the bank, Professor Val. All right, good evening, Brian P. and Curtis D. Nothing but love here, ladies and gentlemen, in the SSN Nation. I'm saying, is the recession the best time to be in the market, Eric, or do I just hold out? Okay, which markets? Are we talking? Yes, I'll just put it yes. What's going to happen if a recession hits, the stock market starts dropping down, then again, you stick with the companies that make the money. That's always what I say, because traditionally, when everything's going good, you go with like the EV market, for instance. That's already downtrodden. That's already down, but it's going to go down even further. But we all know companies and cities and states and countries are moving to be all EV by certain dates. 2030, 2035. So you know we're moving towards that. So those stocks for the upper tier companies are going to increase, right? And suppliers. So again, if there's a recession, yes, the best time to buy is in a recession. That's why you keep that duffel bag of cash ready, because housing prices could go to rock bottom. You could have a stock market going to rock bottom, losing 50, 60% of its value. That would be a good time to buy traditionally. Past performance is no guarantee of future performance, except we live in such a society and economic system that is being manipulated. You don't think the top 10%ers are going to take a 40, 50, 60% loss, do you? Hell no. They're going to do whatever in their power to make sure that the stocks go up. That's all they're going to do. So it might be a year. So what? It might be a year and a half. But nonetheless, sit back, relax, and buy when everything's low. Buy low, sell high. It's hard to do, easy to say it. So that's my advice. Make sure you have the duffel bag of cash ready to go and have a plan. All right. Brian P. says, hello, Auntie Val. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, 29 minutes in. Please smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about so far, please join us again on Monday and Friday nights in the SSN Nation, and click the bell. Subscribe, please. Click the bell so you get all the notifications, because tonight we got up to number 9 with the notifications, and some people saw the trailer too, which is very awesome. Okay, I haven't forgot about other things tonight, because here's one of the reasons why you might want to sell. Here we go. I got to, in fact, see what I'm going to have to do here. I started off this live stream with this fact here about the foreclosures. So we're going to go check that out. Okay, let's see what these foreclosure rates are doing. I don't know what's going on here. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, there we are. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand And a lot of people don't have time for this. You guys might be sitting here, you don't know what's going on with the real estate market. You're thinking all you heard about was home prices went up 20% year over year, the last 2 years, 20% 2021 or 2020, 20% in 2021. So 40% in 2 years, you're thinking it's still a good time to buy. Well, see, economic shock hitting the housing market just got bigger. All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bad news for home buyers. On Thursday, Freddie Mac reported the average 30 fixed is 4.67. 1 week earlier, it was 4.42. December, it was 3.1. See what happens in just 4 months, ladies and gentlemen? You went from 3.1 to 4.6, 1.5 damn near points, 1.5 percentage more. So put things in perspective. $1,000, $150. All right, just to keep you guys in perspective. That's a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that you're going to have to pay. And shall I dare say this? When there's an economy that goes bad, what would you do if you were a top 1%? Let me ask you guys something. If you knew people can't afford at their present wages, you're already bursting at the seams where people can't afford a higher home price, what do? Here's what I do. And here's what 10 percenters are going to do. Here's what the federal system's going to do. Here's what the lenders are going to do. Instead of a 30-year note, what do? You raise it. How about a 40-year note? Because 40 years gives you an extra 10 years, which means your monthly payment will be reduced, which means more people are going to be able to qualify. You see how we'll just manufacture it up? That's what we're going to do, because all we want is the paper anyhow, because we want to have the paper, because now we're still going to be able to sell you a $600,000 or $700,000 or $800,000 house. We're still going to get that 10 or 20%. Well, I shouldn't get carried away, but we'll still be able to get that 5 to 10% increase in appreciation every year, which is what we want, because after we sell you 10 homes and they're worth $800,000, and that's $8 million. And we take that piece of paper, which is everyone knows now is a derivative. We take it down to a bank or a lender and say, hey, can somebody give us $3 million for this paper? We haven't built nothing yet, but $3 million. Free and clear, ladies and gentlemen, up front. Don't have to wait for it. Yeah, we'll take that. So, of course, you keep the ecosystem going, the rich get richer. The poor, on the other hand, there's nothing you can do. Nothing. Zero. So that's how they're going to stay ahead, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. So 40-year note's going to come. You don't see it on here, this page that I'm showing, but it's coming. Don't worry about that. It's coming. 40-year notes. 40. How do you keep home prices up? That's how. Okay, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. A borrower who took on a $500,000 mortgage, what the 3.11% rate would have had a mortgage note of $2,100. But now that it's 4.67, it's roughly 1.5 more. So what is that? 300 or 400? Yeah, 4.67. The monthly rate soars to $2,584. So you go from $2,138 to $2,584, $2,100 to nearly $2,600. $500, ladies and gentlemen. Over the course of a 30-year loan, that's an additional $160,000, ladies and gentlemen. And you thought your house was an asset. You thought it was an asset. You know what? Let me put it to you another way. You paid for the appreciation in your house oftentimes, if you've lived there long enough. If you bought a house 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and it went up 40%, you are a big time winner. because you didn't have to pay the piper. You didn't have to spend 20 years before it did that 40, 50% increase. So you get to win. The person that had to pay for 20 years and had to wait, they paid like this additional $150,000. So the house went up, but you still end up paying almost the value of the home, which a lot of people do not put into their calculations because they said it best here. 4.67 turns into 2584 as a payment, and that makes you pay $160,000 more over your 30-year loan. That's interest, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so keep this in mind. All right, now here's mortgage rates. They're back. They're back. So in 2020, that decreased, trying to get down to 1% Federal Reserve rate. People started buying. And it's only wonder, right? 20% increases 2020, 2021. No surprise, when interest rates are low, the same thing's going to happen later, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. I'm going to say one other thing, because just like you see on this chart right now, some people would have said, hey, whatever this top is at January 19th, looks like almost higher, 4.8% or whatever. Some people were saying, hey, I'm not going to buy a house right now. But if you would have bought a house then, you could have had that 4.8% more interest rate. But when they started reducing the interest rates, and then you got your 20% increase in the value of your home, and then in 2021, 2 years later, you got another 20% increase in the value of your home, you could have went in, got a refi, and you would have been around $3,000 or 3.1%, or maybe even less, because on refi, you could have been in the twos, could have had a 2.95. Your mortgage would have reduced, value would have went up, and that's why I say right now, you have options right now. Some people would say buy a house now. Some people would say wait. You have different perspectives on what you can do, so it's up to you what to do. But know that this is going to happen again. They are going to reduce the interest rates again when they're trying to spur the economy. They will do it after there's some pain and carnage. All right? So you have choices to make as the CEO of your life. All right. Just wanted to bring that up. Now, we're 1 hour and 38 minutes in. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for your support as well. Let's see what else, because we're going to wrap this up a little bit early tonight. All right. Good evening, Brian P. and Curtis D. All right. Let's see what else. In the recession, yes, best time to buy. Yeah, I think it is. That's the time you want to take stuff in much as you can. Brian P. Hello, Auntie Val. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, men and women, children, if you have something to say who's watching, let me know what you think. Of course, children will not be members with an icon, but maybe you'll have to let me know on Friday night. All right. Okay. And of course, I can't leave without throwing down a video. So, this is a 2-minute one, I believe. This is a little jazz. So 2-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. And then let me know if you have any questions or anything and want to talk about anything, let me know and we can go there. But pretty much this is a shorter one, shorter version, but I'm going to go into some gold and silver stuff here in a second. So all you gold and silver stackers, you might like what I have to say on one hand, maybe not the other, but we'll let it go and you let me know.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. And as you know, we can always talk about anything here in the SSN Nation, the house of the SSN Nation. All right, let's see. I got an update on the Galaxy construction via YouTube. Are you getting yours via YouTube also? No, Instagram. And I wish they would be on YouTube because the Instagram videos, I have to like screenshot them. But no, they're not doing them on YouTube. And in fact, the beach doesn't do them on. In fact, I don't even know any project that actually uploads on YouTube like a daily basis. But speaking of that, real estate investing pre-construction, is it still a good idea that way? 0% interest rate while you're doing it. But now the qualifications that may be needed down the road, that's what may be a problem. And I have to start thinking about that now, because if the economy goes bad, they will get stricter if you're going to finance. So keep that in mind. I can't even, okay. I got a problem. I have to get verified because I cleared all my cookies and caches and everything. So now I got to verify and I can't get in, but I can still look it up. What's it under? Is it under Canna Rock? Let me know if it's under Canna Rock. Galaxy. Let's go look it up. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this. I don't know. What's that? Galaxy. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens. I'll see if I can pull something up. We can actually go look at it. All right. Let's see. Thanks for the gems, fam. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. I appreciate you being here. Wilson Koo, once again, you are the man with the financials, with the lending. Let us know, international lending in the DR. Let me know if you've come across anything that deals with pre-construction where people are going to have 50%, 60%, 40% LTV. All right. And by the way, the new project, I'm trying to think. I think it was at Atlantida. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I believe their one bedrooms, ladies and gentlemen, are $189,000. That's right, $189,000. Now, they are a little closer to the beach, but they do not have more amenities. And it's a very interesting design that they have. So just keep all that in mind. A one bedroom, $189,000. I'm loving it. All right. Let's see what he's got. Canna Rock, Galaxy, Work Progress 2022. Okay. Oh, I found it. Okay. That's going to be interesting. They're just now building it. That is crazy. Let me see something. I'm going to have to see if I can make this. Okay. So anybody that sees this, whoever sees this after the live, if you're watching this as a replay, I'm going to be putting in a Canna Rock video. It might get flagged. I doubt it, but it might get flagged. So I just want you to understand exactly what happens if you don't see the video. All right? So just keep that in mind. I'm going to figure something out here. Let me see. I'm going to try and play it because people may not know about Canna Rock. So we'll check this out. All right, let's see. It's going to take me a second to get it loaded up. But here we are. Canna Rock is on the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel grounds in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. In case you don't know where this is This is a pre-construction condominium project. This is the Galaxy property, and they have a golf course around it. I believe they're going to have a restaurant there as well. So I believe that they're going to have water around it. I do know that. So here, let's check this out. Let me see if I can get the screen larger. Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can make that happen. Yep. There we go. Check this out. And well, if there's sound to it, so be it. Hopefully there's no music though. There is. Hold on. The music part, I'm going to have to take out. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, wait a minute. This is interesting. What's this building next to it? Okay. Ah, very nice. There's a lot of progress going on in the area. Oh, that was short. Okay, that was very short. Well, that was short. Okay. No, I didn't even realize that existed. So thank you for that update. Everybody that owns at the Hard Rock or Connor Rock properties on the Hard Rock grounds, congratulations. The value of your property is increasing. Working on that project, and we'll have something this summer. All right, Wilson Koo, glad to hear that. Yes, I know. COVID threw us a curveball. What you see there is the underground parking. Ah, okay. Underground parking. Very nice. I didn't realize they're going to have underground parking on the island. That's very interesting because I didn't think the water table would be high enough to do that, but that's very cool. That's kind of what they're doing at also at Vista Cana with the Panorama Luxury. They were saying they're going to do parking underground. Very, very interesting. So, but hey, it looks cleaner when parking's underground, that's for sure. But just like in Florida, you know, where they have parking underground, just seems kind of weird because the water table. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you going to sell everything or what? Or are you going to keep, buy, sell, or hold? Now, the special shout out for the Accept Gold and Silver. Is it time to buy gold and silver? It's sitting there. Let's go look it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can get something. Okay, I'm not even going to AppMax this time. I'm going to go to somebody else. All right, let's go to somebody else. Let's go to JM Bullion. All right, let's go see his stuff. Prices are very interesting. Here we are. Because remember, there's all kind of assets, ladies and gentlemen, and this is one of them. When we're talking about silver, 2463, gold is still under 2,000. It's amazing. It's sitting in a holding pattern, it seems. And remember, the reason why I call this a holding pattern is because when you're trying to buy, there's premiums on here. Like gold is like 3%, so it's not really major. But silver, they try to add like, this might cost somebody like $28 to buy. 29 maybe. So you're already giving up 20%, maybe even 25%. Because you know why? There's not that much available. When everybody's sitting there stacking, holding, as we call in crypto hodling, they're hodling silver, which also means you're not selling anything, and they're not like nodes, ladies and gentlemen. You're not earning any rewards. You're not earning anything by holding it. What you are doing by holding it, and I know the stackers don't like hearing this, but you're losing value because we just had 15% increase. So the money that you put into this, plus the 25% you paid for the premium, you've basically damn near gave away 40%, because it's not like you can just turn around and sell it for the 40% that you've lost. It's not going to happen. But again, there are stocks. There's minor stocks, the guys that go and dig it out of the ground. There's also, you can invest in it a different way without holding it. And some of these give you dividends, give you rewards for allowing the ETF to go out and buy it, and you get dividends, 8%, 10% to offset that 15% inflation number. And this year is going to be another 10, 15% inflation number. One other thing, gold stackers, this is about investing. Things have to be pretty bad for these prices to go up, a la 2008 and 9. I want to know from a stacker, if you're in the house, what I want to know is, so when this silver goes up to, let's say, $150, which means we're talking about 6 or 7 times the number, are you going to sell then? Because after the recession subsides, just like the other two in the last 40 years, the price comes back down. So what is the point of holding all this gold and silver to just hold it is what I don't understand, because it has no value to me. So again, if I'd have bought gold and silver in 2000, and gold was, I believe, around $300. Silver was something like probably $7. I don't know the numbers exactly. Maybe even less than 7. It might have been $2 or $3. Here we are. You've 10 times your money, but inflation and the cost of living is damn near 10 times the money. So it's not like you can just hold it and get back the money somewhere down the road. It costs you more down the line. So without earning any money, I'm not getting it. Once again, you guys know, I believe, like, I have gold and silver, except there's one little thing. My plan is, because you guys know 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I said, get yourself some gold and silver when it was $13 an ounce for silver. When it was $12 an ounce for silver. So we have a 100% increase on our silver. The gold, we only have about, it's not double. It's about 60 or 70%. All right. But that's still good in 2 years. We're doing good so far. What do we need to happen next is what's supposed to have happened 2 years ago. We needed to have a recession. So therefore, that's what would happen. Gold and silver goes up, right? So it makes it nice and simple, nice and easy. So that's how we got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and easy. You know the playbook. And so in this case, sell everything. When the price goes up to 5 or 6x or 10x, whatever the case may be, trust me, I will be offloading some of this gold and silver, because I'm not really a stacker. I will still be holding the ETFs in the stock market, earning dividends. Simple. All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the gold and silver stacker review and what you're going to do, except gold and silver. That's why I had it in the title. I know it took 2 hours to get there pretty much, but nonetheless, please smash the like button. And let's see what else we got going on, because we're going to wrap it up. We're going to be 2 hours in. The underground parking raises the level of all floors. I am on the 4th floor, which is actually the 5th floor. Oh, got you. Okay. The restaurant on top will have 360 view of the Gulf and the ocean over the Hard Rock. Victor Morel, you've been holding out on me. You didn't mention any ocean views, because, ladies and gentlemen, that is very, very cool from an investor standpoint. Even if your unit does not have views, the fact that you can get in an elevator and go up to the top floor and then have views of the ocean, and you have a place to eat up there too, let's just call it what it is. Upscale. Gotta love it. I love it. That is a bonus I did not know about. I didn't know. I was wondering where the restaurant was going to be, because the lobby didn't seem big enough. The way that the structure seemed, I was like, what's going on here? In the other lobbies I've seen, I was like, where's these restaurants going to be? Now I find out on the top floor with an ocean view. Yes. And golf course view as well. Yes. Hard Rock Casino view, yes. And when they're pumping up some of them concerts on the outdoors, on some of those across the way, you can hear it. That's going to be interesting too. That's going to be very interesting. You're going to have like free concert by maybe even on closed circuit. Who knows? But that's going to be cool. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what kind of rock prices are right now. They've been all over the map. It could be 300. It could be 400. It could be anything. Right? So you just never know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to wrap it up a little bit earlier, but we're at 2 hours. So please join us once again on Friday at the 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time live stream. All right. I'll be dropping a video tomorrow. I don't know the subject title. I want to talk a lot about crypto, but I really have talked about crypto a lot in the last month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And I'm feeling like, man, I don't really want to talk about crypto that much because just what's happening right now with the node projects and with the prices going down, it's very, very hard because you can have 100 projects come out. You can have 100 projects that are doing fine for 3 months, and all of a sudden, 80 projects are gone. You just never know what's going to happen in the crypto space, and you have to invest accordingly. All right? Or stay on the sidelines because it's not for the faint at heart, because you have to have a plan. All right? We went over this earlier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. You know it's hard out here, but a lot of people are being naive and do not believe that it can double in price, meaning it could double. It could cost you more than double what it does now. Are you prepared for that? Are you getting prepared for that? That's the question. It's not that you have to be prepared right now, but are you getting prepared after we hang up from this live stream tomorrow? Are you going to figure out, hey, I better be prepared. I better start making some plans, because if prices cost double what it costs now, what am I going to do? You're going to have to make some plans, because this 1933 that you never lived in, you may not even know anybody that lived during the Great Depression. I wish everybody would have had someone that they could have talked to when the Great Depression came. I was fortunate, like I said, my grandmother was still alive long enough when I was growing up who lived through the Great Depression. She was like 22 or 23 years old when the Great Depression hit. All right. So that gives you an idea. And I was fortunate enough to hear her and her friends talk about what they had to go through. And again, when you understand that your bank account can be stolen, can be taken, can be like wiped off the map, once you understand what could happen, you start making a little bit different plans. When you understand that a federal government can turn around and say, hey, we're closing the banks, they're bank holidays for a day or two or a week. So sad, too bad. We don't care. And then the people who were stackers who said, oh, I got gold and silver, but your government turns around and says, we're confiscating it. Be a good American. We need the gold and silver. You can't have it no more. 1933 Gold Acts. That's what our government does when they have stress, when they're under duress with economic conditions. But the whole time, they're not sitting there going, hey, you know what? The prices have doubled on everything. We're going to take in less tax money. They're not saying that. You're not getting any perks when there's a bad economy, just what happened with COVID and things like that. Sure, kick the can down the road. People don't have to pay mortgages. People don't have to pay rent. Okay, but sooner or later, you're going to have to start paying. So you just kick the can down the road. That didn't solve anything. And now we have 176% increase in foreclosures naturally. So keep all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Make your plans if you haven't already. The interest rates are going to be increased in another 2 months. If you're trying to buy any properties, Your interest rates are going to increase. They've already done so. They're going to increase anyhow because they know they're going to increase the rate, so they're going to be ahead of it. If you have your duffel bag of cash, sit idly by, get some rewards, buy, pick and choose these profits and assets that you can buy. Get your revenues, know your revenue numbers. That's all I can say about it. Sell everything. I'm sure somebody will let me know down in the comments when they watch the replay. Or are you going to buy, sell, hold? Let me know. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.